What's shaking, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Spandau Ballet, and the reason I'm off camera is I'm just trying to make sure I remember what year Journeys to Glory was released. Is it 81? Yes, okay, 81. Yeah, we're listening to a group that, again, is sort of famous for being one of the main players in the new romantic movement of the early 80s. Ultimately, this is a group that I only know in a very limited capacity. I've enjoyed the first few tunes on the album. I will have to say Mandolin probably was my favorite so far. I really enjoyed that one, not only conceptually as I've sort of listened to it a couple more times and heard what people said about the lyrics, but musically I thought it was really fascinating. I wanted to give a shout out to Han Solo for making this available, and also he's mentioned he really likes their early sound and maybe not so much as they shift into a different sort of style when you get to a later part of the 80s. So I'm keen to hear the evolution of the group and to sort of hear the different flavors. But yeah, this is a tune on their Journeys to Glory album called Musclebound, which it's a funny term. Obviously it's used in relation to humans, often male humans who are, whether through workout or just natural physical disposition, are very muscle-heavy individuals. It can be used in a denigrating way, like if you were to sort of characterize someone as being brutish, strong and maybe physically imposing, but perhaps not of the most logical or deliberative nature. You might call them a muscle-bound, some disparaging noun, whether a muscle-bound thug or something, to indicate that they only have physical prowess and they have no mental acuity. So I'm not quite sure, without a greater phrase or like a longer passage to give context to the term, I'm not quite sure what to make of it, so let's find out. This is Spandau Ballet. The tune is Musclebound, and it's from their 1981 album Journeys to Glory. Bit of a feel like putting on the Ritz or something. God, his vocals on this one. You're muscle bound all night long. It's about like manual labor, blue collar, getting your hands dirty, and what happens when you do that for a long enough period of time. Maybe like a class element to it, I'm not sure. I do like that line. Ready for it this time. That snare is like a shock. inescapable factory feel. Reminded me a little bit of Pink Floyd's The Wall or something. Still working long after everyone's left. Feels like the song just got swallowed by a singularity. That was insane. Really interesting tune, like not just the end there, but the whole tune had this really interesting like sonic flavor. It felt like a little sedated, but it also felt again very like confining and like rigid and like hard and industrial. The singing was absolutely insane. Some of those extensions and the sort of like force and power he was singing with. Didn't catch all that many of the lyrics, I have to say, but again, usually it takes me a couple listens anyway, so do let me know if you have an angle on that. Let me know what you think of the Sonics. Again, I know I've been a bit slow going through the Spandau Ballet material, but I will continue to go through it. Just have a lot of different deep dives, and occasionally I'll forget about a group for a few days longer than I probably should, but I do intend to continue going through their material. So once again, shout out to Han Solo, who's made this available. Shout out to the Spandau people who've already commented on the first few reactions. Yeah, and let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.